Retirement feels like a distant dream when you're young, but one day you wake up and realize it's closer than you thought. The biggest question that haunts almost everyone approaching their golden years is simple yet terrifying. Do I have enough money saved? The truth is, most people are flying blind, hoping their savings will somehow be enough to carry them through decades of life without a paycheck. But retirement planning doesn't have to be a guessing game. There are proven benchmarks at every age that can tell you exactly where you should be and how to get there. The retirement savings crisis no one talks about. Let's start with some sobering reality. Research shows that 1 in 3 American adults has absolutely nothing saved for retirement, $0. And for those who are saving, the numbers tell a concerning story. The median retirement savings for people aged 55 to 64 is only around $185,000. At age 65 to 74, it's about $200,000. These figures fall dramatically short of what most financial experts say you'll actually need. The gap between what people think they need and what they actually have is staggering. Many Americans believe they need well over $1 million to retire comfortably. Yet the reality of their savings accounts tells a very different story. The problem isn't just about saving too little. It's about not knowing what the target should be in the first place. Without clear milestones, people either panic and oversave, denying themselves life's pleasures today, or they undersave and face a harsh reality check when retirement arrives. The good news is that financial experts have developed clear benchmarks based on decades of research and real-world outcomes. These guidelines can serve as your roadmap, showing you exactly where you should be at every stage of your working life. Your 20s and 30s, laying the foundation. If you're in your 20s or 30s, retirement might feel like something that happens to other people. You've got student loans to pay, maybe a wedding to save for, or a down payment on your first home. But here's the thing that makes this decade so powerful. Time is entirely on your side. Even small contributions now can grow into substantial wealth thanks to compound growth. Think of it this way. If you start putting away $5,000 a year at age 25 in a retirement account, and your investments earn an average return, you could have well over $1.5 million by age 65. Wait until 35 to start, and that number drops significantly. Financial experts recommend having at least 1 times your annual salary saved by age 30. So if you're earning $50,000 a year at 30, you should aim to have around $50,000 in retirement savings. By age 35, that target increases to 1 to 1.5 times your salary. These might seem like ambitious goals, especially when you're juggling competing priorities, but they're achievable with the right strategy. The key is to start immediately, even if you can only contribute a small percentage of your income. If your employer offers a retirement plan match, always contribute at least enough to get the full match. That's literally free money you're leaving on the table if you don't take it. Automation is your secret weapon during these years. Set up automatic transfers from your paycheck to your retirement account, so you never see the money in the first place. Many experts recommend saving 10 to 15% of your gross income for retirement, including any employer match. If that feels impossible right now, start with whatever you can manage, then increase your contribution by 1% every time you get a raise. You won't miss the money, but your future self will thank you. Your 40s and 50s, the crucial acceleration phase. By the time you hit your 40s, retirement stops being an abstract concept and starts feeling real. You might have teenagers thinking about college, aging parents who need care, and a mortgage that still has years to go. This decade is financially complex, but it's also when your earning power typically hits its peak. Financial planners recommend having 3 times your annual salary saved by age 40 and 6 times your salary by age 50. These multiples might sound aggressive, but they reflect the reality of what you'll need to maintain your lifestyle once you stop working. Let's break down what this means in practical terms. If you're earning $80,000 at age 40, you should be targeting around $240,000 in retirement savings. By 50, that same $80,000 salary means you need about $480,000 saved. If you're behind these benchmarks, don't panic. Your 40s and 50s are actually your power years for catching up. Your income is likely higher than it's ever been, and if you've been consistent with smaller contributions in earlier decades, compound growth is starting to work serious magic on your behalf. This is also when catch-up contributions become available. Once you turn 50, tax laws allow you to contribute extra money to your retirement accounts beyond the standard limits. For individual retirement accounts, that's an additional $1,000 per year. For employer plans like a 401k, it's an extra $7,500. These catch-up provisions exist specifically to help people who got a late start or fell behind during the expensive middle years of life. Use them if you possibly can. The final stretch, ages 60 to 67 and beyond. As you enter your 60s, retirement shifts from planning mode to execution mode. By age 60, Financial experts suggest having 8 times your annual salary saved. At age 67, the target becomes 10 times your salary. These multipliers ensure you can replace roughly 70 to 80% of your pre-retirement income throughout your retirement years. So someone earning $100,000 at retirement age should aim for approximately $1 million in total retirement savings. But here's where things get more nuanced. How long you plan to work dramatically affects how much you need. If you can delay retirement from 65 to 70, you need less saved because your money has fewer years to stretch, and your Social Security benefits increase substantially for every year you wait past your full retirement age. Delaying Social Security from age 62 to 70 can increase your monthly benefit by up to 76%. That's a significant boost that can take pressure off your savings. Your 60s are also when you need to start thinking seriously about withdrawal strategies. The classic guideline has been the 4% rule, which suggests you can withdraw 4% of your portfolio in your first year of retirement, then adjust that amount for inflation each year, and your money should last at least 30 years. However, the creator of this rule recently updated his recommendation to 4.7% based on more sophisticated analysis, including a more diversified portfolio. Research from other firms suggests rates ranging from 3.9 to 5.7% depending on your specific situation and flexibility. The factors that change everything. These age-based benchmarks provide helpful targets, but your personal number depends on several critical factors. First, when you actually plan to retire matters enormously. Early retirement requires significantly more savings because your money needs to last longer. Someone retiring at 55 might need 12 times their salary, while someone working until 70 might only need 8 times their salary. Second, your expected lifestyle in retirement shapes your needs. Planning to travel extensively and maintain an upscale lifestyle, you'll need more. Planning to downsize, move somewhere with a lower cost of living and live frugally, you can get by with less. Healthcare costs represent another major variable that catches many retirees off guard. Medicare doesn't cover everything, and out-of-pocket medical expenses can drain savings faster than almost any other category. Long-term care, which Medicare generally doesn't cover, can be especially devastating financially. Smart retirement planning accounts for several years of living expenses in conservative, easily accessible investments to weather market downturns without being forced to sell assets at the worst possible time. Most experts recommend keeping 2 to 4 years of expenses in safe investments like bonds or certificates of deposit. Your other income sources also change the calculation. If you have a pension, that steady income stream reduces how much you need saved. Social Security benefits, while not enough to live on by themselves for most people, provide a crucial foundation. Some people also plan to work part-time in retirement, which both generates income and reduces the years their savings need to cover. Taking action wherever you are. The most important thing to understand is that wherever you are right now, action beats perfection. If you're 35 and have nothing saved, starting today with whatever you can afford is infinitely better than waiting for the perfect moment. If you're 55 and behind your target, maximizing your contributions and taking advantage of catch-up provisions can still make a dramatic difference. Even small changes compound over time. Increasing your contribution rate by just 2% might not feel significant today, but over 10 or 20 years it can add tens of thousands of dollars to your nest egg. Track your progress by comparing your current savings to the benchmarks for your age. If you're on track, great. Keep doing what you're doing and resist the temptation to reduce contributions when other expenses arise. If you're behind, don't let shame or anxiety paralyze you. Instead, create a concrete plan to close the gap. That might mean working with a financial advisor, automating larger contributions, or planning to work a few extra years. The journey to retirement security isn't about perfection. It's about consistent progress. Every dollar you save today is a dollar of freedom tomorrow. The benchmarks exist to guide you, not judge you. Use them as tools to assess where you are and chart a course to where you need to be. Your future self is counting on the decisions you make right now. Make them count.